do some math together. I'm gonna put our objective up here, and I'll start and you repeat. Objective is what we are going to learn. And today our objective says, I can add one more. Now, wait a second, Miss O, we've already talked about adding one more. Well, I know that. That's why we're going to practice it today, and we're going to hear some word problems with it. Now, what is a word problem? A word problem is where you kind of hear a story instead of seeing a number sentence that tells you 5 plus 1 using our friend Gus the Plus. We're going to hear words or a story. So it might say, I have 5 cats and they have 5 balls. Add one more ball. How many balls do the cats have? Well, then I would have to think, there's 5. I need to add one more. 5 and 1 is 6. So we heard a story with words instead of using a number sentence. So that's what we're going to be practicing today. So we're going to use our whiteboards for this today to help us use a strategy of drawing pictures to figure out how many we have. So grab your whiteboards, grab a whiteboard marker, and we'll get started. All right, so let's do an example of this together. Hopefully you all have your whiteboard with you now. So here's our word problem. I have some fish here. I want to add some seaweed for the fish to swim in. I want to add one more piece of seaweed than there are fish. How much seaweed do I need to add? Okay, that was a lot of words. Let's think for a second. I know that I have some fish here, but let's start with finding out how many fish we have. How can I do that? Oh, I bet you're all saying, easy, Miss O, you just have to count. Let's do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I see I have 3 groups of 2 as well. 1, 2, 3, which makes 6. So I have 6 fish. Now I said that I want to add seaweed for my fish to swim in, but I need to add one more piece of seaweed than fish. So what should I do? I need to think about what's 1 more than 6. Maybe you already know what 6 and 1 is, but we're going to try drawing it so that we have that strategy in our tool belt. Remember our strategy song. It goes like this. A strategy is a tool that I can use. I can use. I can use. A strategy is a tool that I can use to help me learn. So drawing when we see a word problem is a great strategy to learn and to know. So that's what we're going to practice now with our seaweed. We're going to start by drawing 6 and then add one more. So to make seaweed, we can just draw squiggly lines up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have 6 pieces of seaweed, but we need to add one more. So I added one more, and then how many do I have all together? I have 4 down here and 3. 4 and 3 is 7. And maybe you already knew, Ms. O, 6 and 1 is 7. I'm sure you did. But this is a strategy that we can use drawing it out to help us when we see word problems. Let's do one more example, and this time I want you to try it by yourself first, and then I'll do it with you. Okay, this time I have some apples for a snack. Now I want to have some oranges to go with my snack, and I want to have one more orange than I have apples. So what do I need to do? Well, I need to start by knowing how many apples I have. So let's see here. I have 1, 2, 3 apples. Now I said I want one more orange than apple. So how can I find out how many oranges I need? Well, maybe you know 3 and 1 already in your head, but let's try our strategy of drawing it out just to practice. So I'm going to start by drawing as many oranges, that means the same amount, as I have apples. So here I have 1, 2, 3 oranges. Now I need to add one more because I said I want one more orange than apple. So if I add one more, how many does that give me? That gives me 4. 4. So my answer here is 4. I added one more to my group of oranges and I have 4. Okay, so here's for your homework. I'm going to give you a word problem and I want you to try and use our strategy of drawing a picture to solve it, okay? So I have some flowers in my garden. I want to add some leaves to my garden and I want to add one more leaf than I have flowers. So think about what you need to do here. You're going to need to find out how many flowers I have in my garden, and then you're going to think about one more, and you can draw a picture to help you. That's our strategy that we're practicing. So I want you to use your whiteboard, and you can draw the flowers that I have here, and then use your whiteboard to use that strategy of drawing a picture to help you solve the problem of finding one more than this amount, okay? And when you're all done, I want you to take a video telling me what you did. Show me your answer and show me how you got it, okay? All right, kindergartners, good luck. I can't wait to see your work. I'll check in with you all later. Bye.